Alright, so as I'm sure you could tell, like, hip hop means a lot to me. Had a big ass influence on my life, my upbringing. You know what I mean? Um, so it's something I hold near and dear to my heart. So today we gonna talk Vibe and Billboard. Alright, they put out a list of the top 50 best rappers of all time. Now, when they say best, you gotta ask when somebody making a list, what they judging it by, right? So when they say best, they said that this was based on culture influence, body of work, achievements, lyrics, flow. Seemed like that was the last thing it was based on. But they said in no particular order, okay? Cultural impact, achievement, flow, record sales. All right. So let's get into it. We're gonna go over their list, then I'm gonna give you my list, and then I got a little something special for you at the end. All right. Let's go. All right. So at number 50, they have Rick Ross. I'm not gonna go through these all like one by one. Video be way too long. So we're gonna just skim through it. And the ones that's like ridiculous or questionable, we gonna stop. All right. So we got Ross at 50. I actually think he should be higher, but you know, at least he made the list. I saw a tweet from Ja Rule who was upset about not making the list. Now, in all fairness, people be trying to make it like, you know, Ja is just some pushover. Like, up until 2003, you know, around the time Curtis Jackson came through, up until then, he was running shit. I mean, he couldn't miss. Everything he dropped was going number one. You know what I mean? So, I actually think he should have made the list, you know. Maybe somewhere in the 40s, you know, maybe anywhere between, say, 35 and 50. I actually think he should have made the list. All right, but whatever, he did. He wasn't too happy about it. But all right, Ross, at least he made the list. Rev Run, not going to argue with that. Melly Mel, not going to argue with that. MC Light, not going to argue with that. Ice-T, Jada Kiss, Queen Latifah, Bun B, E40. I understand that, you know, he had a big influence on the culture, especially on the West Coast. I actually would have took some points away from flow, even though there might be some people out there that really love E40's flow, but whatever. Dr. Dre, he shouldn't have been on the list. He's the greatest producer ever, but he is just that producer. So I wouldn't have put him on the rappers list. If that's the case, that's like, you know, putting Diddy on there, you know, not for rap. He shouldn't be. The next thing we have that I'm going to disagree with. I'm cool with Chuck D. I'm cool with Busta Rhymes. Cool with T.I. Cool with Lil' Kim. Lauryn Hill should probably be a little higher than 30. Let me know if y'all agree with that in the comments. Even Pusha T should be a tad bit higher than 29. Spoiler alert, I got Pusha T as number 20 on my list. But he's number 30 on there is whatever. I'll take it. Q-Tip. Missy Elliott comes in at 19. I'm sure some people will say that she should be higher. You got 50 Cent. We got J. Cole at 15. We got LL Cool J at 14. 11 Kanye West. That's interesting. All right. 11 Kanye West. 11, that's a little too low for Kanye, based upon what they're saying that they're judging this on, right? So if we were doing strictly skill, I would actually probably leave Kanye out just for the simple fact that it's a known fact he has writers. You know what I mean? So when it comes to just MC skills, I would leave him off the list. But if you're saying that, you know, you're not judging this list by only MC skills, you're going impact on a culture, You know, you're going achievements, you're going record sales. How the hell can we put Kanye outside of the top 10? No way in hell. No way in hell. They got Nicki at number 10. Okay. Nicki and Kanye need to swap seats immediately. Immediately. And that's no shade to Nicki. You know, I think she has accomplished great things as a female MC. You know what I mean? As an MC, period, she's accomplished great things. Ahead of Kanye West, no, no. All right, hard no. Snoop Dogg at number 9. I actually would have left Snoop Dogg outside of the top 10, in the top 20, but outside of the top 10. He has a big influence. He's been here for a shitload of years, you know, and I don't feel like there's no one better than marketing himself. Like, you be seeing Snoop Dogg at any type of event, on any type of commercial, you know what I mean? Like, he just works with anything, any type of movie. Like, you know, he's the pastor on BMF, you know. Then I'll, like, see him on, like, a beer commercial. Then he'll, like, be at the Super Bowl. Like, he's everywhere still to this day. Great marketing, great person from what I've heard, you know, and a great rapper. Number 9, I think, is a bit too high. Maybe move back 10 spots, 19, something like that would be fair. But let's keep going. They had Drake at 8. Based upon what they're judging this list by, I'm going to agree with that. I'm going to agree with that. Based on what they're judging this list by. You'll see my list at the end of this. 7. Lil Wayne. Wayne should be higher. Wayne should be higher. Based upon what they're judging it on, Wayne should be higher. Okay? Big. Okay. Biggie should be maybe a spot or 2 higher, in my opinion. Tupac. Okay. All right. Let's cut the shit. They have Kendrick Lamar at number 2, ahead of Nas and Tupac. Cut it out, and cut it out right now. Love Kendrick Lamar, amazing artist. Definitely should be in the top 10. Definitely genius lyrically. Ridiculous amount of Grammys. Consistent album sales. Dope. Dope. You know what I mean? Voice of the West Coast right now, for sure. Okay. We can, by any stretch of the imagination, put him ahead of Nas or Tupac on any list. Okay? Like, let's cut that out. Let's cut that out. Let's cut that out. I demand him to move back about 3 seats. Like, probably right, he should be sitting right behind Eminem, probably. Let's get him behind Nas for sure, behind Pac, behind M. He actually reminds me a lot of M, though. You know, his flow is like the rhyme schemes, the rhyme patterns. He's like Black Eminem. You know, of course, the content is a lot different than Eminem, especially the Slim Shady days. All right, so I think that was crazy. Jay-Z at number 1. Based upon what they're saying this list is, I can't agree with it. Is Jay-Z my top number 1 artist ever? No, but he is in my top 3 or 5. Top 3. He's number 3 to be exact. Spoiler alert. But based upon, I see why someone would put him at 1. I'm never going to argue with someone who has Jay-Z number 1 on their list. He's like that lyrically. He's like that in every category. You know what I mean? Whatever you want to talk, he's like that. So I'm never going to argue with that spot, but that's just not the spot that he secures on my list. You feel me? Speaking of my list, we're going to go ahead and bring that up right about now. So this is my top 10 to make it interesting. We're going to show top 20. And that's just based on, it's based on everything overall, but I gave the most credit based on skill, based on albums too, based on, it's hard to get on my list without at least one classic album. You know what I mean? So not only do you gotta have the other attributes, but you gotta have skills and you gotta be able to make an album. A lot of rappers are great rappers, but can't make good albums for shit. So that way heavy. I'm biased for lyricists. That's just me. Let me know what your list is. Comment below. If you agree, if you disagree, you can make your own in the comments. This is just my opinion. Now, I want to take some time out to share with y'all something that I wrote about hip-hop. And it go a little something like this. At age 8, we used to flirt. Age 9, I had a crush on her. By 12, I was head over heels. Fell in love with her. I knew I wanted her. My whole goal was cuffing her. See, I was young and dumb. I ain't want nobody touching her. Fantasizing about fucking her all day long. I wanted her and the money. Menage a trois. We was both 80s babies. Both came from the street. We was so much alike. I knew one day we would meet. She took niggas off the street that was flipping that white, showed them a whole different life, but on Bentleys and ice. I was hurt when she changed. Shit just wasn't the same, because now she was known to hang with this bitch named Fame, and they let anybody hit. They even fucking with lames. Got a couple niggas murked. Man, this shit is insane. But shit, I can't trip. I know you everybody's bitch. Just know ain't no other nigga gonna treat you like this. Hip-hop.